I thought it would be a fun little quirky thing to try to film in the back seat of my car, but I can't figure out a good angle, so you get this weird one where my head is just kind of up in the corner here. Oh my god, and today's topic requires me to get my phone out. That was a very stupid idea. I do these recorded affirmations. I am the laziest of lazy manifestors. I mean, manifestation in itself kind of appeals to the lazy because it's all based on the premise that you don't really have to take action, which is not totally true depending on who you ask about manifestation coaches and stuff. But the main thing is that it definitely appeals to people who it gives you a nice little burst of joy to think about what you want. And to think maybe thinking about it will get it to me, right? But as it happens, I have had some pretty good results doing something that's even lazier than most people do, because I don't say my affirmations and I don't write them down most of the time. What I do instead is every month I record a minute of me saying a new one for that month, and then I replay that one excessively, and then sometimes, I'll go through the list of all the ones that I have recorded. I've been doing this for about the past year, so I have 13 affirmations, and the one that I just recorded, this is a very special one to me, and I got the idea from Actualized's video about how to stop comparing yourself to other people. I'll just play it for you.
I love to see people succeed. I love to see people succeed. I love to see people succeed.
I love to see people succeed. That's a big one for me. That's very important for me to sort of start embedding into my subconscious, and one that I've been very, very resistant to, because I like to do affirmations that are specifically like I am a millionaire. I am sexy was the very first one I ever did, so you can see where my values lie. I am a professional artist. All these things that are sort of acquiring, give it to me. And, to say I love to see people succeed, it feels like a bit more of but that means giving it to other people. That means making other people happy for their successes, which of course I like in some regard. I wrote a song a while ago the first line was, I wish you the best of success, but just a little less than mine. And it's a mockery of that kind of thinking, but that's a very true feeling that you have a lot of the time. I wish you great success, but it would be better if it didn't intrude on my ability to feel like I did the best job. Or like I'm doing the best in life. To need yourself to be the best and to only give yourself happiness about success, it's a real great recipe for misery. And I especially feel that, in my performing and my creativity. I want to feel like I'm the most brilliant. I want to feel like I'm super successful. I don't feel like I have all the success that I want to, so my alternative is that I don't want my friends who pursue this to, exceed my level of success. It's very, very hard for me not to feel horribly jealous for somebody at the same time as there is a part of me that feels good for them. And I think that touches upon the big thing is that these affirmations just sort of bring out the side of you that is true. To the extent that it is true, let me emphasize how much I love seeing people succeed. I would just be so much more happy of a person if I could just be glad for people's success. If I could want to see people accomplish something because, hey, that opens the door. Now it's possible that I could do this. I'd be so much more happy, and I would feel so much more like I rightfully deserved maybe some of the praise that I get. I partially feel bad even when I do get the praise that I want, for my whatever successes I find, because I'm like, but if that person who praised me had that similar success, would I be happy for them, or would I just be horribly jealous and ruminating on how they don't deserve it and I deserved it more? It would remove a bit of the imposter syndrome about, I don't know, just my relationships with other people. It's hard for me to not feel uncomfortable when people call me a nice guy or a person with a big heart, and I don't necessarily think that those things are false, but they're, I have some negativity. I have some cynicism inside of me. Sometimes very prominently, sometimes a very jerk level. And, I think it says something that I have that in me, but I don't make other people's lives miserable. But I think it'd be better if I just had less of it in me in the first place. And these affirmations are really pointing me in the right direction toward that. But to make up for having a more outward-centric affirmation, even though, it does benefit me internally anyway, my next affirmation is going to be, I have 7 wives. And what will either happen is, I'll get exactly what I want. Like, I'll marry 7 women in the coming year. Or if that doesn't work, the Mormon Church sounds cool.